Hello and good morning.
Good morning.
Happy
Carrie.
launch day. Happy podcast day.
Happy podcast day.
Such an exciting day.
Yeah,
Oh my
as we are
gosh.
recording today is the first day that our episodes have been launched.
Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, a long awaited day we've been anticipating for a while now. Yeah,
It's
feels
been so
good.
much fun though.
Yes, to share it with the world just feels, really exciting. I'm really proud of us.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yay.
Well, cheers.
Cheers to
To us. Hello,
and to you
pumpkin. And to
guys.
you. These little stickers, Camila treated us to some. Here we go again. Scooter's coffee for sure. Well, ma'am, unfiltered moments. Do you have anything to say this week?
I do.
You better not be pulling any more Labubu's from under the couch. That's all I gotta say. How is Candy, by the way?
Candy's so
Is she doing
good.
good?
Yeah. I brought Candy home. That's
Okay.
what we named our Labubu. And my son loves it and calls it a love boo boo, which
Oh
is so
my-
cute. It's like love boo boo. But he hasn't been sleeping very well the past couple nights. Could it be that it's the love boo boo?
Is she in his? I almost said cage. Is she in
Oh
his
my
cage with him? Is she in the crib?
No, I
Okay.
did not let him sleep with it. It's a little
Okay.
too hard and it's got
Yeah. It's got some teeth. It's a little creepy,
some. Yeah.
but who knows?
Yeah. But my unfiltered
Yeah.
moment today, it's a throwback to our first episode. So in our first episode, I talked about getting into running and then falling off the wagon and wanting to be held accountable. I have not ran since, and I don't want
Okay.
to, and I don't plan on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
How freeing. She said it.
Yes.
She's releasing it.
I'm releasing it.
I love it. What got you to that spot?
Yeah, so I stopped because my knees started hurting a little
Okay.
bit. And then I was like, I don't like how this is making my body feel. And I thought it
Yeah.
would be something that I would enjoy mentally and physically, but it actually turned out I'm like, I don't think I like this. And that's okay. And I just went back to other forms of movement that I enjoy and bring me joy. And I've been so much
Wonderful.
happier with that.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So I'm doing Pilates and yoga and going for walks and going for
Love it.
hikes or going for bike rides. It's so
Yeah.
much better. So
Yeah.
much balanced and just makes me happy. Well, what's our topic today?
We were going to talk about who are you when you're not meeting anybody else's needs, someone else's needs. Who are you? when
And
you're
this
not
applies
someone else's
to
needs?
everyone, right? Because I
Mhm.
think it's not just, I think sometimes in our mind we might think that it's just in motherhood that people lose their identity, but
Yeah.
people can lose their identity in relationships
Yep.
or work, or go through life adhering to their family or their friends and
Mhm.
not reflect on what
Yeah.
is it that I actually want.
Yeah. And how, when this comes up with clients, how people like solutions. That's usually not our job in therapy. But
Even though we give you some solutions in
sometimes
here,
do. Yep.
but this is not therapy.
That's
Remember?
right. That's right. There's a difference. So maybe for the people out here, what might we recommend to someone to get in touch with who it is that they are? There's this phrase, I find myself thinking about this a lot. Who are you before the world told you who to be? Something to that effect.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. What are the emotions? How do you feel thinking about that?
Mm,
How do you feel? There I go.
Yeah.
I am a therapist at heart.
I just felt like a little bit of almost like a little bit of like a stomach drop, but mixed with like
Aw.
warmth and just coziness too.
So that's something we want to talk about today. Something that comes up, we have this conversation in my therapy space a lot, and a prompt that I'll give to people when they're trying to figure out, like, what do I like to do? What are my hobbies? So often, most of my clients are mid 20s to mid 40s, I'd say. And during that time in our culture, a lot of that is, getting into like the height of your career, maybe it's parenthood, maybe it's marriage or other serious relationships, friendships.
Mhm. Or
And
getting out of
yeah,
relationships.
yes, yes. Who
Mhm.
am I now?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a big one. So, a lot of this identity work that we both do a lot of this work. And I will ask clients, what do you like to do for fun? What do you like to do just for you? And that's a hard question for people to
Oh,
answer.
yeah.
That's a hard question for me to
Mhm.
answer, to be honest. But a prompt that I will give clients is think back. And oftentimes it's like, I want you to close your eyes in this moment and just like take some
Yeah. If you're not
space.
driving, do this with us right
Yeah.
now. So
Yeah.
guide
Close
us
your
through it,
eyes,
Carrie.
take a few deep breaths, and just like get still in your body. And I want you to think back to early elementary school, maybe first, second, third grade. How would somebody describe you as a young kid? If you were to write a biography of yourself and you're answering all these questions of like, my favorite color is, my favorite
Cute.
food, the places I like to go, the people I like to spend time with. When I'm not at school, you'll find me doing fill in the blank. And I have people go back in their memory bank that far
Mhm.
because there is something so true about that time in our lives. It is before the world has told us who to be,
Ugh. Yeah.
right? There is some research, I don't have the exact deets right now, but that in especially like a girl's fourth grade year, like ninth and 10th grade, that she starts to look outward for answers externally of who she should be
Mhm.
instead of looking
So 9
inward.
or 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th
Yeah.
grade. Mhm.
Yep. So, yeah, I've got a daughter that age now, so I'm really tuning into this. But yeah, so looking back a little earlier than that, we have some answers.
Mhm.
And not that we're exactly that same person today, but our inner child is still within us,
Oh, yeah.
right? Camila, can I ask you, like, if you think back, who was, let's say, second grade Camila? Like, what's she all
I wanna
about?
hear yours
Yeah,
too.
yeah,
Yeah. I think similar things that I have come back to,
awesome.
actually. Yeah, so really into art, just the freedom of drawing and painting, and I loved exploring with different mediums.
Mm,
At one point, my mom got me these little clay figurines that you could mold and then paint, and I loved
sweet.
those, and so lots of art, self-expression in that way. Played outside a ton. We had this neighborhood with a ton of friends. I was in Poland at that time, so with this neighborhood where the kids just went out and there were apartments and then like a playground in between and we all played on the playground and then the
Oh,
moms would call us for dinner out the window.
oh, the dream.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
So we just like hung on the monkey bars upside
mm,
down and did gymnastics and crazy
yeah.
things and so much fun. So
Oh,
fun and play and art and expression and I still love to express myself in those ways.
hmm. She sounds so free. She sounds so like carefree is the
Yeah.
word that comes up.
Uh-huh, but that
Picturing
definitely
you.
went away at that
Yeah.
time
Oh, you
and went
do you have a
away for
moment?
quite yeah, it definitely went away for quite some time.
Mm.
And
When did you
then,
lose the sparkle? That's
oh
what we can call
gosh,
it. What do you think?
yeah, probably around that time, 5th grade.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what
mhm,
came in?
5th, 6th.
Yeah, what do you
Mhm.
remember? Like, what do you remember shifting away from and into?
I definitely shifted away from that authenticity and that sparkle, and I think more into exactly what I should be, right? Like, what are the other kids doing? What are
Yes.
the popular kids doing? What
How do
is
I fit
everyone else
in?
into? What are
Yep.
they doing in the movies and the shows? How can I
Yeah.
be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So true. Ah, thanks for sharing that. You
Mhm.
know what? I think would be really fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have clients do this too, but I'd love to like see a picture of you at that time. It'd be really fun to
Oh
like
my
look back at her.
gosh. You know what I was oh my gosh. I was actually I had this thought last
Okay.
week because I've been doing so much inner child work with clients.
Yeah.
And I think this goes along the same because I do so much work around worthiness with clients. And
Mhm.
so going back to those younger parts and when did you stop feeling worthy and what came up. And I think
Yeah.
this is so connected too, right? Because
Yeah.
it's something in the world told us we're not good enough.
Yep.
So maybe those parts are too much, or those parts
Mhm.
are not cool, or
Mhm.
those parts are embarrassing. So then we stopped showing up in that way. And that's
Yeah.
why it went dark.
Yeah, it went dark.
Yeah,
Mm.
but that sparkle was still there underneath. It just
Yeah.
went dark. And so I actually was thinking last week, because Carrie and I share an office here.
Mm.
And I was thinking we could both frame our pictures of our little selves of
Oh
that
my
time and
god.
put them up in the office.
That's
Yeah, to
adorable.
remind clients of
Oh.
their younger selves, but also to remind ourselves and to hold that love and
Oh.
compassion
I
for
have
them.
goosebumps right now. That is
Right?
really sweet
Yeah.
idea. I love that. We're
Mhm.
doing it.
And we'll share them on our socials.
Yeah, we're
Mhm.
doing it.
Have you seen
Oh,
that trend also, the AI trend of where you can make your older self I'm gonna cry
yes.
thinking about this, your older self hugging your younger
Oh
self?
no.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen that. Oh
I'm
my
like, "Oh,
gosh.
that's a good use of AI." I want to have
Yeah.
clients do that, like,
Ah,
take those 2 pictures and it can create one of your older
yeah.
self hugging your younger
Oh,
self.
that is powerful.
Mhm.
That really is.
I know.
So often this comes up all the time in therapy, and I will ask clients to find a picture of
Mhm,
yourself at really like any age, probably elementary or younger, like it could even be a toddler,
mhm.
and find a picture of yourself that you really like and that you can find like some compassion for.
Oh.
And then have them bring that picture in and then have the conversation like with the picture in the room about like, really, would you speak to little Camila like this? The way
Oh
that you're speaking to yourself
gosh.
now, can you imagine speaking to her? You
That's
never would do that
really
with that tender little child,
powerful.
right?
Yeah.
But she's still in there. Like our inner child never goes away until the day
Mhm.
we leave this earth. Like they'll be in there.
Yeah. The thing I also ask clients is who spoke to you that way, who
Yes.
talked to you that way.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Because
that's a good one.
that voice has been internalized and it's most likely somebody else's. Because you wouldn't
Yeah.
speak to someone that way.
Right. Right.
But who
Yep,
spoke
but
to you
those
that way?
influential voices, typically a caregiver or somebody who's in your world on the regular.
Mhm.
Gosh,
Some
no
kind of like
pressure.
internal bully or
Yeah,
something.
no pressure as a parent, but like all the pressure as a
Oof.
parent,
Yeah.
that becomes our kids' inner voices, how we
Mhm.
speak to them, right? So, yeah, be kind to ourselves. If we can be kind to ourselves, hopefully that's a good model for future generations too, and the young people that we have influence on, right?
Yeah. Well, tell
Yeah.
me about yours.
Yeah, yeah.
What were
Uh,
you into? What was little Carrie, second
little
grade Carrie into?
Carrie. Yeah, she was very creative too. I remember I have such a strong memory of 2 elementary school friends, Kelly and Rihanna. We would play horses on
Mhm.
the playground. We were the horses. And we got so excited about like how are we going to bring all the things that we need to school to like be horses. Oh my god.
What did this look like? Were you on all
Well,
4 or were you, like,
I mean
galloping?
all
Like,
of
what?
it. All
Okay,
of it.
okay.
Yes, we embodied horses big time.
Mhm.
And I remember bringing like a 2-gallon Kemp's ice cream pail to school that was going to be like our bowl for our food.
Oh.
And oh my gosh, here comes the shame piece. It was winter, and so we put the snow in there and we were eating it because we were horses and that was our food. And Mrs. Kerr, who was not my second grade teacher, I had Mrs. Walker, but Mrs. Kerr came up to us and she said, "You cannot eat snow. Do you know what is in that? That there could be bird poop in there. There could be," and it's like, as a parent, as an adult now, I'm like, yeah, she's right. But I felt so
Mhm.
ashamed
But there are
because,
gentler ways to say
yes,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Can you repair this for me?
Mhm.
How, what would have been a nicer way to say that?
I'd say, "What's going on here, girls? What are we doing?"
What are we doing? I love
Yeah.
that. I love that. Yeah.
We're eating snow.
Yeah. So
Did you
that
know it's not good for
I
you?
had no idea. Why not? Why
Yeah.
not?
There could be some not good stuff in there that could hurt you, so let's find something else for your horses to eat.
Yeah.
What else
Yeah.
do horses like to eat?
Oh my gosh.
Hay? Okay, and what could we make hay out of? Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That
Mhm.
would be so much more well received because it really I'm pretty sure we stopped playing horses then. It was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, nope, this isn't going to work. We can't play the way we want to play." And she didn't give
Mhm.
us any other options or like
Yeah, just stop it.
encouragement. It just
Yeah.
was done. It was
Mhm.
like, "Okay." So speaking of like bringing the darkness came in and took away the sparkle.
Mhm. Well, who
Um
talked to her that way, right?
right, right. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's a great question.
Yeah.
So, yeah, little Carrie was very creative. My younger sister and I were always Katrina and I are 18 months apart. So, in many ways, we were kind of treated as twins in a lot of ways.
Mhm.
Like, we like to dress alike and do a lot of the same things, but we'd always be putting on like shows for our
Oh,
parents,
yeah.
right?
Mhm. I did
Yeah.
that too.
Oh, yeah. Making up dances to the Spice Girls
Oh,
and
yeah. Oh,
all kinds
yeah.
of things.
My
Oh,
f Oh my gosh, funny story. My
yeah.
friend's mom actually worked at a kindergarten. She taught a kindergarten class, and she invited us to perform for the kindergartners
Oh
as
my
the Spice
God.
Girls, so we all dressed up
No.
as the
Who were
Spice
you?
Girls.
Who were
Oh,
you?
I was Posh.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too. Soul Sisters. Oh my
Mhm.
God. I love that.
Yeah.
Posh.
Oh, yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
we
No, I wasn't. I forgot who they were. No, I was Ginger. I was
Ginger,
Ginger.
okay,
Yeah, you
okay.
were Posh. I can see that.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
totally see
Mhm,
that. Little Carrie wanted to be like her big sister Robin, who is
mhm,
6 years older than me. And anything that Robin liked, I liked.
mhm.
Pretty sure Robin had a boyfriend that had a Michigan hat, like some kind of sports team, and all of a sudden and Robin would wear it, I think, and all of a sudden I was, like, drawing that on all my school things. Robin loved
Oh.
dolphins, I loved dolphins. I really did. I mean, we have a lot of similarities, but,
How did she feel
um,
about you looking up to
oh
her?
my gosh, I think it annoyed the crap out of her,
Mhm,
like, "Let me
mhm.
be my own person, you figure out who you are."
Same. I
Yeah.
have a sister that's 8 years older, and she was
Mhm.
the same. She was also annoyed with me copying her. I would put on her clothes. I would go into her closet
Really?
secretly and wear her clothes, but
Oh,
she's 8 years older, so they were huge on me.
who cares? Who cares? Yeah, I did the
Yeah.
same thing. Robin had these Nike shoes that were she wasn't gonna wear anymore, and I thought that was so cool, and I remember wearing them to school. And they're, like, obviously, like, 5 times too big for me, but
Oh,
I don't
cute.
care. They're cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
So, anyway, yeah, but tapping back into, like, asking clients, "Who were you?"
Yeah.
before the world told you who to be. I think there's a lot of answers there. I'm hearing you say, like, you have tapped back into that and
Mhm.
some creative outlets again.
Yeah. How have you helped clients tap into it?
Just not just encouraging them to remember what those desires were and helping them realize that it is not in our society. I feel like we can so often ask ourselves, like, well, what's the point of that? Is that going to be productive? Is that going to serve any
Is it
purpose?
gonna be a side hustle?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, yes.
That is
That's
such a
it.
big
That is it.
millennial thing, I
Yep.
think.
How can I make money doing this?
Mhm.
So, helping clients realize you can have something that you do just for the hell of it, something you
Yeah,
can do just for the sake of having fun.
'cause it
Like,
brings
fun
you
is valuable.
joy. Yeah.
Yes, joy is an important part of our human existence,
Mhm.
and we get to have it and we need to have it. And without incorporating joy on the regular, we're not really living to our fullest potential as
Mhm.
humans, you know?
Mhm. Yes.
So, yeah, just normalizing. We need to make time for fun, for joy.
Mhm. Yeah. I've been working with some clients that have gotten out of relationships and trying to figure out who they are as they have been with that person for such a long time, or even during big developmental times where they had been
Yes.
with someone since high school and maybe 5 or 6 years. And all of a sudden, they're trying to figure out who am I as an adult now? I'm
Mhm.
out of high school, but also outside of this relationship. So just
Yeah.
finding little things, little ways, even just what kind of music do you like now?
Mhm.
What kind of places do you like?
Mhm.
What movies do you like? What brings you joy? So even starting out with little things like that, we could even start at
Totally.
home with music,
I love
movies,
that. Yeah. So
food.
yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, so often in those scenarios, it's like, "Well, we like this, we did that,
Yeah.
we." And relationships are obviously hugely important and meaningful in life, but I think it's important to remember, like, yeah, what are my desires
Mhm.
apart from whoever I'm associated with, right?
Yeah. And I think it's so beautiful to create that whole self because then we can think about how does the other person fit into that? How do they complement that? And when I finally
Mm.
meet them, how exciting that I get to share these beautiful things with
Oh,
them
I
and that
love
they get
that.
to experience them with me and they get to introduce me to theirs because we are both two people with our own
Mm,
things and we can come together and compromise on some things but maintain our
yeah.
separate things too.
I'm kinda having an aha, like,
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever put it or seen it just that way, as a whole self. Like,
Yeah.
the alternative is that I'm only half myself or a quarter or whatever, and my partner makes up the
Right.
rest, or my kids make up the
Yeah,
rest,
or my
or
work makes up the rest.
yeah,
Yeah. So what is your
yeah,
whole self?
yeah. We're
Yeah,
getting into
all these
identity
beautiful
stuff, aren't
parts
we?
of you. Yeah.
Yep. No, this is good. This is good. I I have been challenging clients to find times, especially, I mean, I work with a lot of moms. I think this is important for everybody, but I've been encouraging my mom clients to get out of the house on their own once a week,
Mhm.
which may sound really simple to some people, and other people it's like, I don't know how I would pull that off. Like,
Yeah.
life is so much right now. How could I do that? And it can be the smallest interaction. It can be going to Target by yourself just to walk around, even if you're not gonna buy a damn thing.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, maybe
The
not
Target
Target.
challenge.
Maybe
Yeah.
go to Walmart. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. I don't know. But getting out,
Walgreens? I
yeah,
don't
maybe go to
know.
Walgreens. I think there is something really important about just remembering who you are outside of those other relationships, and sometimes we can learn about ourselves when we are on our own in those simple little interactions with strangers,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. And the comfort of being
Yeah.
out on your own.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or the discomfort, right? When you notice
Yep.
you're in a public space alone and you notice some of the discomfort of what's coming up for you when you are alone and then how to work
Oh,
through that. Because the more
totally.
we avoid that, the more that fear, anxiety grows.
Yep.
And so the more we avoid it. So breaking out of that pattern, out
Yep.
of that cycle.
What we resist persists, right?
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. I've had some clients having the goal of trying to be more comfortable with their own company. And here's a little tip. Maybe other people are already doing this, but I've had a couple clients independently tell me, you know what? I will just bring a book and go sit at a bar and like enjoy a glass of wine with a
Mhm.
book.
Mhm.
And that way it shows like I'm in public, I'm having people around me, I can engage with the bartender, people next to me if I
Yeah.
want to, but I have something physical that I can do
Love
to just
that.
stay in my own bubble if I just want to be
Mhm.
around other people.
Mhm.
And I think there is something powerful about just being around other people, even if you're not even interacting with them,
Yeah. And
right?
that's a big one I think people might have to build up to
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
because
That takes
I was
guts.
yeah, someone was telling me they wanted to do that, and we even went back to, okay, maybe they wanna start with a coffee shop and their computer and
Yeah.
working at a coffee
There you
shop,
go.
and so slowly moving up to that.
Yeah.
Eh, I long time ago, when I got out of a long-term relationship, I did my own self-work on trying to build up to that, and I built up to
Mm.
going to a restaurant by myself with
Oh,
no
have a meal alone.
yeah, having a meal
Yeah.
alone with nothing, and it
That's big.
was terrifying and felt
Mm.
strange, and then while sitting there, I realized nobody cares.
Right.
Like,
Right.
everyone's just doing their own thing.
Yeah. No one's looking at me.
Yeah, we can get into our own head.
Oh,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, that spotlight, like the
Mhm.
teenager with the zit that feels like everybody's staring at it
Yes.
and everybody's just looking at their own self and feeling self-conscious.
Mhm.
We need those
Yeah.
reminders even as adults, we really do.
To remember that everyone's just thinking about themselves.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I also like to remind clients that either everyone is just focusing on themselves and what they're doing, because, we are just all kind of self centered in that way. Or if someone is paying attention to you and judging you, it's because of their own stuff. It's because
Right.
their own stuff is coming up. So if someone was looking at you at that restaurant and judging it and being like, oh, look at this weirdo sitting there alone, it's because they feel some kind of wound
Yeah.
that would make them feel that way, so it's once again about them and still their own stuff, and it's not about you.
So well said. Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm not gonna be able to come up with it, but it's that whole concept that, like, the people that we judge the most, it's because
Oh, yeah.
that's our weak spot, that's our wound,
Mhm.
like you said. Yeah.
Mhm. And it
Yep.
just scares us,
Right.
makes us uncomfortable, so we
Right.
wanna get rid of it. Mhm.
Yeah. I would like to build up this has been a goal of mine for a while. I would love to take a trip by myself. I've never done that. And I spoke with a woman recently, actually the woman that did my hair or did
Mhm.
my makeup rather for my photo shoot recently, and she'd taken a couple solo trips and just talked about like how empowering that is
Mhm.
and how yeah, just like what a special time.
Yeah.
Have you ever traveled alone?
Yeah.
Have you? Where? Tell
Mhm.
me where.
I went to Vermont once.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it. Why Vermont? What happened?
I went to a conference, it was the perinatal conference.
Nice.
And I saw that it was in Vermont, and I was like, "I think I wanna do this by myself,"
Very
and
cool.
it was a little scary going through the airport by myself because 'cause I'm like,
Mhm.
"All this accountability on me." I sometimes
Mhm.
like to be a passenger princess,
Yeah.
and I loved it, it was beautiful, so much fun to explore, but I also felt a little lonely
Yeah.
because I
Yeah.
would sit there and eat a delicious meal and be like, "Huh, I wish I could tell someone about
Share
how
some
good this
yeah.
is," or
Yeah.
like, see a really cool thing happen and, like,
Absolutely.
be like, "Oh, I wanna turn to someone and tell them about it."
Yep.
And at the same time, it was really empowering and really cool
Awesome.
and like, "Wow, look at me, I'm doing this by
Yeah.
myself," and
2 things can be true.
yeah,
Both things at the
freeing.
same time.
Mhm.
Mm. I guess you know what? I attended the perinatal conference by myself in Moorhead, Minnesota.
Nice. So that's what we're talking about, those small
Yeah,
steps,
you're right. I
right?
can build up.
Yeah.
I did take one flight by myself, but it was to, like, meet up with a friend.
Mhm.
But yeah, I would like to go even further, like, take a trip for pleasure only, all by myself, like, maybe in a foreign country. Yeah.
Wow, yeah.
I mean, that's yeah, that's the top of the
Mhm.
we'd really have to build to get there, but yeah, I guess I should give myself a little credit. I've done a few little things.
Mhm.
Baby steps, right?
Yeah, where would you wanna go?
Oh, great question. Probably somewhere warm, somewhere I could like retreat to a beach. Actually, my makeup artist told me she had a blast in Miami by herself.
Oh,
She
wow.
said just like the food was amazing. There was so much many wonderful like dance clubs and just
Oh,
culture galore.
just
Yeah. She's like,
going
"Go to
off on her
Miami."
own, oh my
Yeah, yeah.
gosh. Fun.
It's not one I would think of, but
No.
I think she said San Diego was a really good
Mm, very cool.
yeah.
Love it. So also a reminder, because sometimes people feel like, "Oh, I wanna do all these things, but I can't do this alone," or "I wanna do this with a partner,"
Mhm.
and we can hold both, right? Like, yes, I'm waiting for that person, and yes, how wonderful would it be to do it with another
Mhm.
person, and if I don't have that person right now or yet, could I do this on my own? Can I explore
That's
these things on my own? And what a fun story to share with that partner or
eventually. Yeah, I
yeah.
love that.
Mhm.
I love that, not putting your life on hold, waiting for that perfect kinda goes back to perfectionism, right?
Yeah.
That perfect scenario in your head of like,
Mhm.
"No, I'd only like to go to Vermont with my fiancé and look at the leaves." Like, no, let's
Mhm.
you can preview it by yourself and then manifest that
Yeah.
life you want and then bring them along later,
Mhm. Show them
right?
all your favorite spots.
Right, right. Yeah. Okay. I think we need
Mhm.
to
Create the life you
keep
want to
building this.
live. Thanks for hanging with us on This Is Not Therapy. If you enjoyed today's conversation, come back next time for more real talk, unfiltered moments, and maybe a little bit of laughter. Until then, take care of yourself and don't forget, this is not therapy.